Hi, this is Michael McAvoy, founder of AquaChiFootbath.com. I'm recording this video to acquaint you with the Aqua as you await the arrival of your machine. So let me run you through a couple of things so that you'll be ready when your Aqua arrives. You can always refer back to this video at any time. First, in your package, you'll have your manual. So I would suggest that you go through the manual so you have an understanding of the maintenance and how to run things. However, I'm going to show you in the video here some of the things that you have to look for. First of all, we advise that you pick up a couple of things at the store. One is the cleaner that you're going to use for the module, and the module looks like this. This is the piece that goes in the water. Okay, so we call it the module. Now, after each foot bath, you will need to clean the module and then rinse it off with water. The product that we recommend that you purchase is called CLR. This is available in almost any supermarket, and what you would need to do is get 2 bottles of CLR and get a Tupperware container that is at least 5 inches deep and about 4 inches around for the opening. And what you would do is fill that Tupperware container enough so that you can put the module in it and soak the module as it sits underneath the solution. Okay? When you use 2 bottles, you can fill it. You may have a little left over. The point is that when you do have that container filled, you can cover it in between uses, and that will last you at least a year before you would need to get more CLR. So it's something that when you're done with a bath, you'll put your module in that CLR solution and let it sit for about a half hour, and then take it out and rinse it, and you're ready to go for another bath after you do that. Okay, so let's talk about the next item that you would need, and that is any kind of sea salt, a fine grain sea salt. In this case, this is a good product that I purchased myself from Costco. Ground Himalayan pink salt. This would be great. You could also get any kind of sea salt, but we do recommend that you get a fine grain salt. Don't use the larger kind of pebbly sized salt, because what you're going to do is dissolve a little of that in the bath in order to get the correct conductivity. So I'm going to run you through what you would need to do. The first thing you'll need to do is fill a dish pan. In this case, we have a dish pan here that is 12 quarts. This is a size that's good enough for most smaller feet, but if you wanted to cover the broad size of feet, especially in men, you might want to look for the 18 quart Sterilite, S-T-E-R-L-I-T-E, that's the brand, 18 quart dish pan. That would be the best size for all. Okay, when you get it, fill it, and what you need to do is to fill the water to a level which is just right below the blue disc at the top of the module. Okay, so the water would probably come up to about my finger there. Okay, the idea is it needs to cover all of these rings below, and as long as you've got it somewhere below the blue plastic, that's going to work well, because we're going to be putting a cable on the top here, and although you could splash it with water and things like that, in order for the cable to last, you don't want to have it constantly submerging underwater. So let's go ahead and do that. I've already filled the container here with water so that it's going to sit right below this blue disc. I'm going to go ahead and take our connecting cable here, and we're going to take the black connector, put it on the center pin, push it down, and with the red connector, you can see there's a little slot there, and you're going to put that over the ring clip. We call it the clip that goes down here. Okay, when you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and place it in the water. in the center. All right, and then on the other side of the cable is the connector. And this one goes in the front of the machine right here. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit. There we go. In actual use, you would have the power pack on the table and the dishpan on the floor. So in this case, I'm trying to get everything in one frame for you to see everything, so that's why we're doing it that way. Okay, so you've got everything connected. You also would want to take the power cord in the back here. You'll see that there's a electrical plug that goes in the back. Okay, I think we've got everything there. So once everything's plugged in, you're going to take that the wall plug, put it in the wall. I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, here's the wall plug. And this is a 3-prong plug that you'll put in the wall. When you plug it in, you'll see there's a green light that comes right over here. If you don't see the green light, you can press the reset button over here, yellow button. Okay, but it should turn on. Okay, and so once you've done that, you're basically ready to put your feet in the water. I'm not going to do that myself here in this demonstration, but that's what you would do. Put your feet in the water, and then we're going to talk about the salt that you would need in order to, it's just a little bit of salt in order to get the correct conductivity for the water. So the first thing we're going to do is set the timer for the bath, which is here, and by turning it to about 35 minutes or so, 35-40 minutes would be good. Now you'll notice that there is no light showing up yet. That's because in addition to turning on the timer, you have to turn the power on as well. And so in order to start that, we're in the off position all the way to the left, and just clicking it a little bit to the right will turn it on. You don't want to, you want to leave it right there pointing at the word max on the dial. You can't really see it well with the with this, but that's where you want it to point. So now the machine is on. You've got your feet in the water, and the next thing to do is to raise the conductivity of the water so that this needle points more or less right straight up. It would be about 2.5 on that meter. I don't know how well you can see that, but essentially it's at 12 o'clock. That's where you want this needle to go. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of salt, and once you do this once or twice, you'll know exactly how much salt you need to add. It's different for each locality with the water, but what you do is take a little bit. I'm taking a little teaspoon here. I'm going to sprinkle a little in, put a little on either side, and I'm going to just take my hand and swish it around a little bit. I'm going to watch that needle, moving it around. The finer the salt, the better, because it dissolves easier. Okay, so you see what's happening with the needle there, right? Okay, and there we are. That's all we needed, was just a little bit, a couple of pinches of salt, and it brought it up. The needle is just right on 2.5 right there, and that's where we want it. It can actually be anywhere from 2 to 3. That's the range on the meter. And so right in the middle there is 2.5. And so now the bath is going, and I'm going to try and move the camera in to show you what's going on in the water there. I don't know if you can see that. You see there's kind of a cloudy emanation from the module. That is the module doing its work. That's the Aqua working, okay? So you're going to see that happening around the module, and then of course as time goes on, your water will probably get considerably more colorful. Okay, so that's starting the bath. You're going to sit until this timer turns off. It's going to turn off the machine automatically at the end. When it shuts off, this light will go off, and then your bath is complete. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of speed things up and turn it off myself, just so that we can take it as if we were done with our bath. And what I'm going to do is remove the module, shake it off a little bit. Okay, and then you're going to remove the two connectors and take your module. You would then soak it in that container of CLR. Okay, empty your water, clean your pan, and you're ready to go for another bath. So the one thing I didn't mention about using a container is you could also, to save yourself some time in cleaning, you might want to consider getting some white or clear kitchen trash bags that you could use for each bath, not only to hold the water, but to quickly dump the water and throw out the bag, so you don't need to do a lot of cleaning in it. Okay? All right, so that pretty much takes you through what the cycle of doing a bath is. And I did want to show you one other thing that is a normal maintenance thing that you would have to do, and that is over a period of say 10 or 15 baths, you have what are called ring sets. That's this clip here that goes up and down, and then you have the two rings that go with it. So I'm going to pretend that we've had 10 or 15 baths with this. I'm going to remove the ring set, which would now be worn after that many baths. You pull out on this clip and down, and that comes out like that. There's a little hole in the top. When you put one back in, it goes in and out that way. Okay, let's look at how to remove the ring. Okay, you can see on one of these legs, we call them, there's longer slits. See that? And that indicates where these rings would come out. So you would slide it a little bit and then pull. There's one ring. Come on. There's the other ring. Okay. You can use, if you are having a little difficulty moving a ring in and out, you can just use a little needle nose pliers or something to grab onto it to pull it out. So when you have a new ring set, you're going to put it back in. You just slide in same way, sliding it in, and then it will sit down here, and the same thing with this on the bottom. You slide it in, and then it will click into place. So you hold those, and the last piece is to take the clip, and notice where the bottom of the clip is going to go. That goes beneath the ring that you just put it in the bottom, and it goes above the ring there. So first you slide it through the top, a little hole in the top, then grab onto the lower ring with that, and then push in, and then your ring set has been replaced. Okay, it's simple as that. Okay, so that completes the demonstration and overview for you. Of course, if you have any questions, we're here for you to help you out. The 800 number is 800-349-6962, and you can also visit the website at aquachifootbath.com, and we have a means for you to communicate with chat or email on the site. So once again, thank you for your order, and look forward to many years with your Aqua Chi.